Hi, it's me again. I'm back. Here I am, clicking on things as usual. I just decided to hop back on because I don't know. I'm already sitting here, so I might as well, right? Why not? Do a couple readings, all that good stuff. I'm just trying to connect. And then also to just kind of talk about, I have a little book stack here that I have had, and I just wanted to chat about those too because I have some good stuff here, and I think we need to talk about it. All that. If you're here, say hello. How's everybody doing? What do I have going on? I feel like there's so much going on, like I can't even focus on one thing right now. So my best option is just to come on here and say hello and hang out with you guys. You know, I'm totally not avoiding what I need to do. I'm just visiting. It's been a minute. All right. There we go. I was waiting to get Instagram to pop on, and it finally did. Yay. Yay. All right, let me get to all my things. If you're here, hello, Heather. How are you? All right, so first, I guess where I'm going to start, I just did an interview with Allison Chester Lambert. She does astrology, and we had a pretty good chat. She has a nice book out by published by Inner Tradition, so that was there. I have a couple interviews kind of in the works. I have more interviews I need to schedule. July is kind of just looking some sort of way, so there's just so much going on, so I'm gonna just be popping things in where I can. It's just kind of where I'm at right now. Also, too, I have been lucky enough to be shortlisted for the Tabby Awards for 3 different categories. So if you could very much go ahead and send and vote for me, that would be wonderful. I would appreciate it very much. It's, you know, it's so cool to be honored in that way. And then also with all of the other awesome creators there are. So it really helps to, you know, my deck, obviously, which is up for those things. Thank you. Thank you. I know you always got me, Heather. I'm going to post the link here. And the link is in my bio on Instagram and all of that good stuff. And I actually just posted too. If you make a if you comment on the post, it'll automatically send you the voting link, which is really stinking handy. And I know, I know some people feel some sort of way about that type of thing, but you know what? It really makes it easy, and it makes it so that you can it just goes right to you, and that's it. And I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a cool little feature that I discovered. So there's that. And also too, if you do not have the first edition of Stardust Wonder Tarot, I advise you go ahead and secure that immediately. Because I actually had it all in my garage, all the boxes in my garage. And now I'm just down to this little pile and move them down into my office. Like, so that's where I'm at with that. And yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. Excuse me. My allergies have been going like nuts. So where else? What else? Oh, also too, I have I opened up 10 spots to do some candle spells, and this is something I don't really ever do. So if you want to get in on that, I think the post underneath does have that as well. I might be able to post the link for that. you know, it's just kind of how I actually usually do this for groups. I used to do them for my friend's business group. I used to do a candle spell for each of the people participating. That one was focused, you know, solely on their business, but other things come up because I pick certain candles, certain colors, certain oils, certain herbs, and then for different intentions. And then after it all melts, I read the candle wax. So that is really a fun way, you know, something different too. And if you really want it for like a certain thing, I've done marriage blessing candles. I've done all sorts of things, because even if you're doing that and any sort of like energy work, I still read the wax. So if there's things that maybe you need to focus on, that sort of thing, it pops up. I mean, why not? Try it out. And like I said, only have 10 spots open. So, and because my January is, or January, see, July is going to be bananas. I don't know when I'll be able to post this again. I'm not sure. So there's that. I'm going to be doing some readings here in a second, but first I did want to take, just show you guys a couple of books here. I have this little book stack that's just hanging out, staring at me, and it's time to give it some attention. So these are all from my publisher, Llewellyn. And I'm going to move this here. So the couple of books that I have here that I wanted to talk about, and I'll probably post them too at some point, but I wanted to go ahead and get these out. So this one is Scorpio Witch. So this is a part of the Sun series that Ivo Domingo is co-authoring with a whole bunch of people. And this is Zoe Howe for Scorpio, which, I mean, how much more can the Scorpio cover be a Scorpio cover? So in all of them, let me just get to the table of contents real quick. They include, oh my gosh, just how to use your sign. So for this one, we have Scorpio, your sign for magic. There's some spells in here. It talks about your moon sign, rising sign, how to work all of those together. And like I said, there's rituals, there's self-care. I mean, so many things in this book. And this is really great to have if you know a Scorpio, and to understand them a little bit better. And like I said, this goes through all of the sun signs. I think they are actually to the end almost. I'm trying to see which ones I know one just came out. I don't have that one yet. But I'll show you the other ones I have after I finish this. So Scorpio Witch, we have that one. And then the next one I have is Sagittarius Witch. So this is Ivo and Ephanes. And I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. Again, it just has all of the information you need for Sagittarius and how they relate to different signs. Let's see here. Just for an example, a guidance ritual. And look at the inside. It's illustrated really nicely too. It's really a cool series, and I like them too because they're not huge, you know, they're not like these big huge books, but they have so much information in them and they're really handy to have around. And when you have them all stacked up, it looks really pretty. I'm a Libra, okay, that's why. This is why I notice these things. So definitely take a peek at those. And the ones I'm showing you, I believe they're all, yeah, it's really interesting. They're all available at this point, I believe. So moving on, I have here from Melanie Barnum, Real Life Intuition. And this is all about harnessing and learning how to do, yes, Heather knows. Heather and I have like the same zodiac signs almost. So this is all about just people, like stories about people and their intuition and using your intuition, different types of intuition. There's some exercises in here. Let's see. So if you know, and then there's also stories of different people in the community had contributed stories about different intuitive things. So I see here, so they have like dreams. So a couple people contributed for that. So real life intuition. I think this is also a really great book too if you're just kind of starting out with all of this stuff, and it kind of gives you other people's experiences and all of that. Very nice. Very nice. So we have this other book here, which is really pretty. It's The Hedge Witch's Little Book of Crystal Spells by Tudor Beth. And this hardcover. Woo! And the little paper fell out. So this goes through, it's like a crystal basics, and how to use them. Just different stuff about the crystals in here. You have the different types of quartz and turquoise and all of that good stuff. So this is a really nice book too. There are no pictures in it. There's some really nice illustrations on the side though. Can you see it? My light is weird today. And then it tells you too, like how available it is and all of that. So that's an interesting one too, because sometimes you look at these crystal books and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this crystal, and then it's like nowhere to be found, or it's like $5,000. And I say that from experience because that's what happens to me. So this one also available. I believe it is. They give me these little really, papers that tell me all the things, and I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's released in May. So it's released. It's out. It's all out. So yeah, but let me just kind of show you real quick before I go ahead and start doing some. These aren't in order, but I just want to show you how pretty they look when they're all stacked up. So these are all the other books that I have. I don't have, like I said, I don't have all of them, and I know a couple just came out. I haven't gotten those yet. So we have Gemini, and we have Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aries, and I don't remember which one. I have to look. But like, look how nice they look just sitting there all together, all pretty with all their colors. Just saying. I'm trying to, oh, there's Cancer. So I also hear, I'm going to do a little bibliomancy with Cancer Witch today because we just breezed into Cancer season. So I figured let's do that. And I haven't done any bibliomancy stuff. Oh, you're Gemini. Yes. Yes. I have my husband's Gemini and my son is Gemini. Gemini's everywhere. So let's get to it. So I will, look, I buried my cards in all my books. Cards. And we're going to use Stardust Wanderer Tarot because, duh, of course we're going to use that. Duh. Hello, hello. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and for every sign of the zodiac, I'm going to pull a card. And then we're going to do a little bibliomancy with the Cancer Witch. Just for those Cancerian vibes. Is that a word? Let's do that. Let's like just kind of throw it in the mix because, it's real and it's happening. We are here in Cancer season. And what else? Isn't something, I don't know, I think, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Saturn's going retrograde this weekend, possibly. Hopefully I'm not just making that up, but it's there. It's somewhere. I know I read it. All right. So let me scoot up here and let's get started. So like I said too, if you really want to help me out and do me a very, very big favor, please go ahead and vote in the Tabby Awards. I am shortlisted in 3 different categories. I would very, very much appreciate it. And the Cancer cries, oh no. You're just starting it off right. Okay, Rob, thank you. I was pretty sure I was like, I saw it like pop up on my phone and I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't like look into it. So look, I have my sparkly look, and we have our halo edging. Oh, it doesn't look, you can't see the halo good. I had it, my light was being weird. Whatever, light. Okay. Let's go. We'll just start at the top. Aries. I'm just shuffling. All right, Aries. All right, we're starting right off here with the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins. So, Aries, for you this week, it's all about the end game. Where do you want to be, and how do you want that to look? So, if you don't know that already, it's time to sit and look into that. But if you do know, it's time to take some action to get there. Spark up that fire, Aries. So now we have Cancer Witch, and we're going to do a little bit of Bibliomancy, and that's basically just flipping to a page and reading a sentence. Let's see. One of the things Cancer Witches get accused of is being too secretive. So, Aries, I think also too, if you know what you want and how you want it, you need to share that with the people around you and not keep it a secret. That's what I'm getting from that. As your Cancer message. All right. Moving along to Taurus. What do we got here for our Taurus friends? Oh, Taurus. We got coins everywhere here. We got the 5 of coins. So for you, Taurus, I think it's really important for you to practice some gratitude. Because, you know, you may be feeling some sort of way, or maybe things aren't going the way you like, and you are kind of just stuck in that energy. And right now, practicing gratitude will kind of help you see the bigger picture. So that's what I have for you. For you. Yes. Oh, I could. Yeah. Elsie Rose, I can definitely walk through my deck. I'll go ahead and I'll do that right after we get through the zodiac. Thank you for asking. All right. Cancer message. Let's see what we got. Dried or dried or fresh herbs and flowers can also be a great addition to a cleansing bath. Taurus. Maybe it's time for you to do some sort of cleansing. They are recommending a bath here. Our Cancers recommend a bath. If you're not a bath person, you can do many other things. But I think for you, grounding and gratitude. That's on the list for you. For our Taurus friends. All right, so Gemini. Sorry your season is over, Gemini. So very sorry. But you're going to be all right. You will. All right, let's see here. So that is bringing us to the 9 of Swords. So, Geminis, there's a lot of things going on, right? There's always a lot of things going on for any of us. But you are really just focusing on all of it all at once. And it's causing you to be overwhelmed. And it's also causing you to not be able to focus and rest the way you're supposed to. So, Geminis, I want you this week to really kind of ask, is this my problem? Right? Because you want to solve all the things, we know this. But sometimes in doing that, you're taking on so many things that don't belong to you. So Geminis this week, as you're moving through the week, situations rise. Does this have anything to do with me? Is this my problem? And if it is not, as hard as it may be, you have to move past it. So we have here, as the nurturers of the zodiac, we naturally want to help when we see a loved one in distress. All right, well, that kind of went together. Hello. Isn't that funny when that happens? So I feel like that is almost kind of backing up what I said in a way. Like you know that you can help others. And in this case, it might be a loved one. You don't like seeing them unhappy. but this may be their problem to solve, and they may have to go through these things in order to solve it. So Geminis, keep that in mind as you are moving along with things happening. So that is I like how that goes. Don't you love when that works? When it all works. It all flows together. It always makes me happy. So now we get to our Cancers. It's totally same as the Gemini rising message received. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It is. Here, I gotta make. I was trying to, yeah. I'm gonna put the comments on there so everyone sees them. I know there's a thing that could, oh no, here it is. I think when I can put the overlay of the chat. Does that work? Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. We're getting there. Oh, they fixed that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. Because it used to be different, so I never like would click on it because I would get annoyed, but now it looks like they fixed it. So here we are. That works. All right, Cancers. Let's see what we got. Cancers, we have the Death card. Very interesting. Very interesting for you. So, Cancers, change is afoot, and you need to let it happen. Because if you go with the flow, it's going to be an easier transition than it being like dumped on you, right? And I think by letting that change happen and seeing the positives of the change instead of focusing on the negatives, Cancer, that's going to be really important for you. And, you know, I kind of like too that it happened right when the season begins. So that's really a cool thing too. So let's see what we have here. Your captions are on, so it makes, oh, yes. Okay, okay. I wonder if I can shut them off. Let me see if I can shut them off. I'm going to shut them off. I shut my camera off. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to see if I can shut these off. You know, it's like when you get a new program or whatever, and well, you have a program and you use it and then they change it. That's where I'm at. I think that's a Facebook thing though, honestly. I wonder if I could switch it. I'm going to now see, now you got me pushing all the buttons. See how easily distracted I can be? Let's see what this does. Now you guys are my guinea pigs. I'm trying to see if I switch it, if it would. Now it's not even doing anything. Did that change anything? And now I'm just like pushing buttons. And yeah, right. No, I'm just pushing things. So I'm just seeing what's happening. Because it gives you like different positions. And you guys are on this ride with me right now. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. All right. Well, it's okay. It's fine. If you. Okay. That's, you know what, it's going to just stay like that because until I figure out, I think I have to like go on Facebook and change it and go on Instagram and change it. I'm not about that right now. We have to see what the Cancer bibliomancy is for our Cancers. Let's see what happens. The prevailing astrological conditions have an impact on how you experience a ritual, the type and amount of power available, and the outcome of the work. So Cancers, your book here is telling you it's time to practice ritual, to harness that energy of ritual. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to shut it off then. I was trying to be fancy. You guys not letting me be fancy. There. It's fine. It's all fine. Yeah. So don't be anxious. So Cancers, yeah. So I think it's really for you, because you are having some changes happening, harnessing ritual will really help. I like that. It's very comforting. All right. So now we got Leos. All right, Leos, what do we have here for you? Leos, we have the Five of Swords. The cards are not fooling around today. Like, they are not playing. So for you, Leos, right? Leos, Five of Swords. You know, sometimes we think we're pretty clever, right? And we think that we can kind of skirt over things, or we can avoid things that we don't want to deal with. And in some minds, it might be sneaky. In some minds, it might be avoidance. But regardless, there are things that need to be dealt with. There are things that maybe, sometimes we say we're the problem. I mean, we don't say it enough, but sometimes we are the problem, right? I really think for you, Leo, it is really important for you right now to kind of self-assess, but not in a negative way. Are there situations where maybe you're not being truthful, as truthful as you could be? Are there times when you're kind of avoiding something that you don't want to deal with, right? And we all do it, but when it's happening more than once, then maybe it's something we need to look at. So I feel that that's what you need to dive into. You need to see, what are those things? What are those things that maybe you're avoiding that aren't really, that need to be dealt with? That's all I'm saying about that. Let's see what the book has to say. I began the cycle again, and again I abandoned it before even finishing learning the 22 cards of the Major Arcana. So, again, no more avoidance. That's what it has for us. Isn't that fun? That's really funny. That keeps happening. I'm here for it. The Cancer book is laying it out for us. All right, so Virgo. Give him a good shuffle. Let's see what we got. All right, so we have Page of Coins, Virgo. Page of Coins. I feel like that you're not celebrating your successes enough. It's really important right now, Virgos, to give yourself some credit. And if you don't feel like you should be giving yourself some credit, maybe practicing some gratitude for yourself. So basically, Virgos, it's time to not worry about everybody else for a minute and really focus on yourself and give yourself credit for all of the things that you do and all of the things that you do for other people. And that's something that we don't do enough of. And it can fall under that umbrella of self-care, of course. And I think it's really important. I think that's really where your focus should be, and talking about it. Like, you know what? I did this and it's pretty awesome. Tell somebody about it. And because we don't do that enough. We do not give ourselves enough credit. Like, we woke up this morning. I'm awesome because I woke up this morning. You're awesome because you woke up this morning. It's all this, it's all like that. And it's easy. But I know a lot of times too, when people are trying to practice, kind of more positive self-talk and that sort of things, it feels silly and it feels weird. But think about that. Why does it feel weird to be nice to ourselves, but it's not weird to be nice to somebody else? It doesn't make sense sometimes. Let's see what the Cancers have to say here. It says, you are a competent leader, and when your boss is incompetent, you'll find some way around them. Again, hello. You are competent, and you need to give yourself credit for that. Right. No, it is true. It is true. Yes. It just, it is that perfectionist, attitude for sure. My oldest son is a Virgo. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yes, you can. And I think too, knowing that there's different versions of perfect, right? So if it's not perfect in your eyes, there's some version out there where it is. So we just got to focus on that. I mean, I'm going with it. All right, Libra. What do we have for you? Libra, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! Wheel of Fortune. So, Libras, things are happening. The wheel is turning, and change is happening. Choices are being made. Things are being laid in place for the future. And I think for you, Libra, it's really important to decide what's important. What are your priorities right now? What can what things are we going to harness off of all of these things happening, and what things are going to just let go and come back around when they're ready? So that is something I think that is really, an important thing, because especially if you have a major card, so we know that it might be something big happening. And then again, it's almost like that, like the Geminis in a way too, like just not worrying about all the small stuff, focus on really what it is that you want and your priorities and what they are. All right. That just went to a chart. As moon children, our whole life can be broken down into cycles: activity and rest, extroversion and introversion, productivity and dreaminess. So I think that's kind of interesting, right? I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, and it's talking about cycles and the kind of yin and yang of it all. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Now that brings us to our Scorpios. All right, Scorpios. So Scorpios, we have here the Three of Oars. So this is this is that decision card. What and the decisions you make now are going to reflect your future. Okay, Scorpios. So I think it's more about really staying in the forward thinking mindset and knowing that, yes, what I decide to do today is going to affect what happens down the road. So I need to be mindful of that, and I need to make sure that everything is aligning the way it needs to. So Scorpios, there's a lot to consider, but that's okay. And it all is baby steps. Just start with one decision and then move along. And, I feel like the running theme too kind of has been, making decisions and just different changes. And, we have like a season just changed and all of that. So it makes sense to me. And I think that making sure that what do you want, right? Like if I asked you today, what do you want? Could you just tell me right away? Or would you have to think about it for a few minutes? So that is something I think across the board to kind of just keep in mind. So all this being said, revisiting all the blame and shame that Cancers receive for these traits, is it meant to bring you down? Okay. So I think with this, it's also not feeling sorry for yourself, because you have to make these decisions, but not doing it in a way, not like victim mentality. I guess that's what I want to say, Scorpio. Like, stay away from that. That won't help you here. All right. So now I'm moving on to our Capricorns. All right, Capricorns. Or no, Sagittarius. All right, Sag. We got that Page of Coins again. So for you, Sagittarius. For you, Sagittarius, I think this is a really like go out and get it card. You know what you want, you know how you want it, and now it's time to go and get it. Like, take this excited energy about whatever it is that it could be at work, it could be home, it could be a relationship, it could be anything. But harness like the excitement of the energy to help push you along and create some action steps that are really going to work for you. So let's see what we got here. Another thing Cancers excel at is psychic ability. It's a very short sentence, but use your intuition. That's really, Sagittarius, what you need to do. And now I got to shift again because my foot fell asleep. So yeah, I think that's really important for you, Sagittarius, right now, is to harness that intuition as you're moving along. Now that brings us to our Capricorn. Now we're on Capricorn. All right, let's see what we got. We have the Ten of Swords. So Capricorn, I feel like it's time to put a version of yourself, like, set it down. Maybe there's kind of a version of yourself that has really been showing itself lately that isn't really aligned with what you want or need. And I feel it's time to kind of move out of that space, right? So they have all the swords here, but then up here is all the butterflies. So that's like that rebirth, regenerating, moving, and all of that. So I think for you, Capricorn, it's really important for you to change, kind of restructure your mindset. And that will help you kind of moving forward, because if you don't, I feel like you're going to be really stuck and you're going to be feeling the stuckness. So really working on changing your mindset for the better in a more positive way will help you. Did I pull? No, I didn't. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. Let's see. Cover them in onion gravy to banish negativity, and this meal is sure to please. That's funny. So apparently this is part of a recipe. And so maybe that version of yourself needs to be covered in onions. Eat some onion rings, change your mindset. Done. Oh my gosh, that was good. That was fun. I like that one. Okay, that might be my favorite one so far. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, we have the Hierophant. So right now, it's all about focusing on your spirituality, whatever that means to you. Right now, maybe because we are in this kind of emotional sign of Cancer, it's a good idea to tap into the spiritual side of yourself. Or maybe you're getting some more messages, or maybe there's things happening that you're trying to make sense of, and talking to somebody that you trust who is a spiritual person can also really be helpful as well. So, all right, let's see what we have here. Healing magic can be direct, such as knowing what herbs can have a positive impact on disease, or indirect, such as lighting a candle spell so that someone gets the right information, healers, or treatments for what's ailing them. That's really interesting. Like, it's talking about like having the right information, right healers or treatments. So again, it's just kind of noticing what is going on and then maybe talking to somebody who has experience to kind of help sort it out. I like that. The book and the cards are playing really nice together today. I'm not mad about it. And we've made it to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Oh, we have the Queen of Coins, Pisces. So, right now, I think it's good to really focus on your home and your finances, but also too, maybe it's time for you to either volunteer somewhere, donate to a cause that's really important to you, maybe even just sharing information that's really important to you. But I also, I feel like making sure you're stable, but also sharing that wealth with others. And wealth doesn't necessarily mean monetary. So getting out there and just sharing your passions for what you those things that make you tick and that you love and that drive you, and sharing that with others. I think that's really, really important for you right now, Pisces. All right, so then that brings us to, yes, let's see. The order of the signs in the zodiac can be seen as a creation story. Okay. So I feel like here, that's kind of, it's part of your creation story. That's what just popped in my head, is you sharing with others and sharing your passions and love of things, whatever it is that you love, of hobbies, whatever, with others. So that is part of your creation story. I like that. I like that phrase, creation story. It's just like there's so many things that it could be. Okay, so I said I would do a quick kind of walkthrough of the deck. So this is the back of the cards, and this is Stardust Wanderer Tarot. Like I said, they are, this is up for 3 Tabby Awards. So definitely, if you haven't voted, please do that. The link is in my bio. I did share it on here, I believe, but also too, there is a post on my Instagram, and it kind of shows the trophy, and it says Tabby. If you put what did I put? I think it was the anchor in the comments, it'll automatically send you the link to vote. So that's just really, it just makes it really easy. And that's it. That's all it does. So here is the back of the cards. We have the side here, and this is really more like Halo. But my lighting is not great. So let's see if they can focus good for me. So yes, this is my deck that I've been using today. Make sure everybody's upright, just to give you a quick look-see. So this is all about space pirates, gods and goddesses, some like steampunk, sci-fi, piratey, space pirate goodness. So this is available on my website. I have a Shopify. You can even get it on Amazon if you so desire. And this is the first edition. And like I said in the beginning, these are starting to run low. I had so many boxes in my, yep, you can do either, whichever you want to do, you can do. I had so many boxes in my garage, and now I'm at the point to where I actually brought them down into my office because there wasn't that many left. Like, we're getting there. So I advise you do it very, very soon, because there's only one edition. Yes. Yeah, whichever is fine. I can post a link too when I'm done here. So when somebody, like an indie creator, sends their decks to Amazon or whatever, so that's what I do, is I send like a couple boxes to Amazon, and then they basically just distribute it for me. That's kind of what that's about, just in case you didn't know, which is really interesting because you send the box, I sent like 4 boxes there, and then they take them and they distribute it to all the different like centers around, which is just crazy. So I'm trying to get it so it focuses a little better. Like I said, it changed a couple things on this program, and it did like this like auto focus, but it's not like great for cards. So I'm gonna have to be doing some playing around with my stuff. We're gonna have to touch the tech stuff. That can always be scary. So, and there is really a story behind the deck. That is the deck. Mina is the Fool in the deck, and this is all really about her journey as she discovers, because she's a space pirate, but then she discovers she's also a demigoddess. And that's Mina right there. And she lives with her dad, who is Blackbeard. There is so many different players here. And in the guidebook, I don't think I have a guidebook right here. In the guidebook, there's little tidbits at the bottom of the descriptions that kind of tell you about the different characters, we'll say. So that's Selene, the moon goddess, and she's mooning you because I'm a dork. But Selene happens also to be Mina's mother. So that is kind of, there's Blackbeard and Mina. And there he is again. So she just kind of goes on this journey and just meets all of these people that are kind of a part of her story that she wasn't even aware of. So it's just really kind of cool how that all played out into the tarot. So yeah, so like I said, this is up for order now. You know, definitely available. First editions are running low, and once this first edition is done, it will be changing a little bit. So these will be very rare at some point. There we go. 2 more. And that's Mina's ship, her magical ship, Star Moon Rising. And there we go. So that is a quick little walkthrough of all of the cards. And it's called Stardust Wanderer Tarot. And for some reason, like my comments on my thing aren't working right. So, yep, Stardust Wanderer Tarot. Like I said, you can go onto my my bio on Instagram, and you can find all the things. Everything you need will be there. So yeah, but also too, and if you want to throw a couple votes my way, I won't be mad. And that closes on June 30th. And then I think next month, when they have their actual physical conference, they're going to be doing like a ceremony thing and telling everybody who won, all that good stuff. So yeah, so that's what I have for you today. I will also just list the books that I went through in the beginning. So if you want them, I'm pretty sure all of them are now available at all your favorite stores. If you have any of these, or even my deck, go ahead and do a review. The easiest place to review is on Amazon, because they make it easy. But yeah, that helps. That helps with me and the algorithms, so it brings the listing up and all that good stuff. All right, well, I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of the week, and I will talk to you soon.